and I hope you can hear me well. We're going to start with our main deck, which is the Weight Rider deck. I always start with this deck, and the reason I do is because I layer in my readings. This is going to be a general reading for Libra. Welcome, so welcome to my channel. And I hope you're doing well today. Spirit, we want to know what's coming for Libra, please, and thank you. I hope everybody has had a wonderful weekend so we can have a good start to our week. My goodness, all of a sudden I can't talk. Move these to the side. Like I said, I layer, and you're going to see why in a minute. At the bottom we have the King of Wands. I have found that when I layer, the cards are going to verify each other, and so we don't have to be worrying about whether I'm on the right track or not, okay? So this is the first layer, and just deal with me for just a minute while I shuffle. I do like to shuffle in person. I don't like shuffling off camera if I don't have to. Okay, Spirit. We want to know why this Queen of Pentacles is here, please. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Okay, and I'll get to telling you the cards and telling you what's coming in just a minute. Why do we have the Six of Swords here, please? Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Why is the Six of Swords here, please? It's been a very weird day. I'm a little jittery, and I just realized that. It's because I've had so much coffee today. So forgive me. And it does feel like the energy, the sensation I'm getting is one of being in a hurry. So I don't know exactly what that means, but maybe somebody will feel like they're in a hurry today, like they've got to get things done. All right, guys, we need to know why this Six of... Thank you. Why is the Ten of Cups here, please, and thank you. It's been a different sort of day energy-wise. And we know that we're going towards the retrograde already, so, oh Lord, watch out for your electronics, right? Watch out for even being able to speak without having people hurry you, because you can stumble over your words and things like that. Ten of Cups, please. Why is the Ten of Cups here, please? Oh, well, that one wanted to fold, so I'm going to put it right there, but I'm not satisfied with that. Ten of Cups, please. Thank you very much. All right. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Like I said, it's a live, so unfortunately you can't fast forward when people are shuffling, but I do like to shuffle in front of you. Okay? Just bear with me just a little bit longer. Let me know in the comments where you're watching me from. Let me know in the comments what you're up to. Hi, Maria. How are you doing? Why is the World card here? Why is the World card here? Ah. Why is the World card here, please? Why is the World card here? That one wanted to flip, but it didn't quite do that. I only take them if they flip. Okay, why is the Nine of Wands here, please, and thank you. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, Nine of Wands, Nine of Wands. Okay. Oh, goodness. Guys, we are in for it, so just bear with me. Why is the Two of Cups here, please? Two of Cups, Two of Cups. The good thing is that my studio is just about finished setting up. Look how many cards flipped over. I can't possibly take all of those cards. And then I can start doing readings on the regular. I lucked out that I didn't get to go to work today, so that's why you have me here again. Two of Cups, please. Two of Cups. This is a Libra and air sign channel, so just bear with me as things start panning out here, okay? Two of Cups, please. Two of Cups. Too many. Two of Cups, please. Let me know where you're watching from. How are you doing, Maria? Where are you from? What state or country are you from? Two of Cups, please. Oh my goodness. Yep, that's what I thought. Five of Wands. And then all of a sudden I can't talk. I was fine before I got on. Five of Wands. Five of Wands. Why is Five of Wands here? All right. And we are done. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. So again, the bottom of that deck was the King of Wands. It is a little dark in here with my homemade green screen. It is nice and dark in here, and that's the Star card, in case anybody wants to know. So let's get ready to do this reading. The first card that you got was the Queen of Coins, okay? And that Queen of Coins is coming along with the Eight of Coins. And so the Eight of Coins is telling me that somebody's very industrious. You're doing a lot of things, whether that's at home or at work. You're getting a lot of things done. A lot of things are in progress for you right now. And you're hoping to get a lot of things finished up. Maybe there's some loose ends that you need to finish with, and you're trying your best to get those things done. You have the Six of Swords, so whatever you're going through right now, you are trying to get to higher land, so to speak, so that you can get out of all of this, that you feel heavy, you feel like you're having to do too much at this present time, and the Magician is here to help you to move forward. Now, I have to tell you before, and I apologize, I'm very close to the street. I'm on two intersection that has two main boulevards. So if you hear motorcycles or sirens or anything like that, I apologize. As I was about to say, I do have to disclose before I get to the next cards, there are a lot of mixed energies here. Some is good and some is good. And the number of the type learned is 4-armed. That's the way I believe, and that's the way I've always read. Okay? You have the Ten of Cups, which is a beautiful card. You know, you can see that the happiness, you're trying to move towards that happiness right now. There's a coming and going of a situation here with this Eight of Cups. So you have the 8 twice, okay? And in most measures, the 8 is going to be an infinity symbol, so you're going to get positives and negatives. In other words, a negative will be canceled out by positive, which is a good thing. You have an Ace of Wands here, okay? So you do have new beginnings that are trying to come in for you, but I do see that either you have blockages or slow moving energies, and because of that, I'm asking that you be careful with this week, okay? You do have the Ace of Swords here, and the Ace of Swords is coming out with the the Page of Pentacles, okay? And then the Strength card is here. So whether it's your job or your money making, however it is that you make money in life or produce finances for yourself, it's going to be kind of rough waters, okay? So just be careful with that. You do have the World card though, so new energy is trying its best to make its way into your life. So know that. But you do have a lot of stress that you're going through right now with the Nine of Swords. And you've got the Two of Cups. So again, you have negative energies mixed in with positive energies. And the only advice I can give you so far without clarifying some more is take the good with the bad and just try to move through this energy as best you can. You know, we are, I think it was Saturn that was retrograding right now, if I'm not mistaken. And then on the 21st or so, we're going to have Mercury retrograding. So we've got some rough waters right now, and I'm sorry to say all of that. Where are you from? From Maine? Are you from Maine? Is that what you're saying? So yeah, it's going to be a little bit rough. Just go with the flow. You've got two cards that are very hard emotions that you may go through, which is the Nine of Wands. So that is a heaviness. And guys, I will try my best to put in some more lighting in here. The green is like a forest green or avocado green, so it does subdue a lot of the light. I didn't want to put on the overhead lights, but I may do that in the next video, okay? Then you have the moon with the 9 of Wands. So again, a lot of emotion, a lot of drainage energy-wise. You do have some good luck that's trying to come in. Now, I'm the reader, right? I'm the oracle. But you're the one going through it for those that resonate with this reading. So I'm not going to sit here behind the desk, so to speak, and say, oh, don't worry about it. This too shall pass. Don't overreact. You have a right to your feelings. You have a right to your emotions. And it's going to be a mixed bag of tricks this week. Okay, so just be careful because, again, I feel like you're going to have some good days and some good energies mixed in with some not so good energies. So just be careful that you don't get too deep into depression or too deep into the woe is me's, because it can keep you down. You remember I said I like to clarify, and that's why I layer. So you have the 2 of Cups twice over. Okay? Here on this particular little throw, you have the 8 of Swords. So again, you have the 8 coming out 3 times. You have the 8 of Coins, you have the 8 of Cups, and now you have the 8 of Swords. So again, there's a lot of things that are trying to finish themselves out, but a lot of other things are cyclical, like the 8 of Coins and the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups, if it's in relation to a relationship, you don't necessarily want that to be a cycle that goes over and over and over. You don't want that, because that means you never get out of that circle, and it never breaks, so it never finishes, okay? However, if you look at it as a figure 8, if it's something in the positive, it will continue to go over and over and over. Okay, much like the Strength card being brought to the attention of the 8 there, which is over her head. And she has strength, and she's got the mouth of the lion closed. So regardless of how things look right now during this week to come, or this very moment that I'm doing this reading, and when you happen upon this reading, just know that this too is going to pass, and you are going to get through all of this, even if it doesn't appear that way right now, okay? So again, you have the 8 of Swords over the 2 of Cups, and then you've got the Lovers. So the Lovers card, I'm kind of glad that right now the lighting is subdued, because I forgot to cover the Lovers, and you know that they have their little goodies out. So sorry, YouTube, but I forgot. So again, if it is in relation to both finances, oh wow, I told you guys glitching with the speech, right, during the retrogrades. If it is that you have both finances and the love department both kind of mixed in together here, just go with the flow. Don't fight it, because see, you have the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands are telling me that you're going to overthink things, you're going to make things harder than they are, or even, what's the word, Spirit? More complicated. You're going to make things more complicated than they truly are for this week. Don't go there. Just let things play out the way they're supposed to, because really, I don't see that you're in control this week at all, okay? And that's okay. That just means letting go, letting God. Let God drive, okay? Here you go with the 9 of Coins. So I don't know how this money is coming towards you, but it is coming towards you. Now, I do see the devil here, so be careful with not wanting to overwork. Maybe you're a workaholic for some of you. If you're a Libra like I am, you tend to be very driven. I'm a very driven person. Once I set my mind to something, I tend to just go with it. And a lot of people will look at the devil and say, oh my gosh, that's a horrible card. It is and it isn't. It just depends on the throw and how the card comes out and what setting. And in this setting, since it's talking about money, we have a tendency of overdrive, doing too much Red Bull, you know, energy drinks, caffeine, driving more than 12-hour days if you're a driver or delivery or anything like that, because the money is either good or the money entices you. So just be careful with putting too many emphasis on getting things done in a manner that's going to maybe make you sick or extremely tired, because it's not good to be tired especially if you're on the road, or even if you have a job that you're in a sitting position. You still can make mistakes because you're overwhelmed and tired. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles. Give us more information concerning this particular throw, please. Okay. Oh, well, you've got the Knight of Coins here. Okay, I use the Cartomancy deck as well, in case you're wondering why does she have playing cards in her hands. I don't use them to play cards. I use them to divine, okay? So you do have money coming in. The money is going to come in from work, though. So again, just being very careful with your health and your mind, protecting yourself, because there is money that's going to come in. Why is the Magician over the troubled waters that are trying to go to smoother sailing? Why is the Magician here, please? That was the Ten of Wands. I'm not going to pick it up, but that's the Ten of Wands. Wow. So the fight is real. The fight, the pressure is real. Just know that. I'm going to do one more. Hopefully this one doesn't fly off the table. Take that. It was a flipper. Goes down to the Eight of Wands. Okay? So the Ten of Wands goes down to the Eight of Wands. First of all, the Eight of Wands is a very, very good card, because that means that whatever it is that you're waiting for is going to come in pretty quickly. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And it goes from a 10 to an 8. That means that your problems, your stresses, your whatever you're going through, whatever it is that you're trying to handle this week, okay, into this week, it's going to get lesser. Okay, so just bear with it just a little bit longer. And I will tell you something, in case you're into astrology. I do listen to the Leo King, but he's gotten a little bit far out, as they say, lately, to where I can't really discern what he's saying. He talks very much in riddles nowadays. But the person that is very, very good, and she is very easily understood what she's talking about, is Joni Patry. So you might want to look her up. And she's the reason that I know that this energy for this week, the remainder of this week and last week, was very volatile and very combustible. Okay, so just be careful with your energy as a person and your household and your pets, your children, whatever you have. Okay, be very careful with it and be very patient with yourself. Okay, so Ace of Wands with the Eight of Cups, please, over the Ten of Cups. Why is that here, please? This new beginning that wants to strike. They keep on coming out halfway, like sideways. Nine of Wands. So again, guys, the struggle is real. You guys are going to go through it, okay? Why is the Ace of Swords here with the Page of Pentacles and the Strength card? Why is that here, please? Why are you telling them they need to be strong? You have the Two of Swords. That's stubborn pride. Oh, Lord. Why is this Two of Swords coming out for the Strength? Why? Please and thank you. Two of Swords, please. Why is this Two of Swords here? And they all wanted to fall out. I had to hold on to them. Two of Swords, please. Why is the Two of Swords over the Strength card, please? Why? Ooh, you have a new beginning. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I don't know if you can see, but this is the Ace of Swords from the Weight Rider deck, the giant one. And this is the Ace of Swords coming out in the Cartomancy. You do have a new beginning coming. Now, is it coming instantly? No, it's not coming instantaneously. It's not. You will have to work for it. That's why it's telling you to be strong. But don't give up. Do not give up. The Two of Swords is, if it's talking about you as a Libra, then it's talking about, again, getting down in the dumps and not being able to rise above that and holding on to that depression and pessimism. Don't do it, Libra. It's not worth it, because if you're strong and you hold on twice over, it is promising you a new beginning. So whatever you're going through, whether it's in love or whether it's in finances this week, the promise is this too shall pass. You're going to get past all of this, okay? All right. Why is the Two of Cups over the Nine of Swords? Why is the Two of Cups over the Nine of Swords, please and thank you? Why is the Two of Cups over the Nine of Swords, please? Why is the Two of Cups over the Nine of Swords, please? Oh my God. If you're not the one going through this tragedy or divorce, somebody very close to you is. Somebody very close to you. If you're not the one that's experiencing separation, divorce, possible breakup, somebody very close to you is going through this. Or it could even possibly be illness. You see that right smack in the middle? It says illness. So just, again, you have to be good to yourself. And let me tell you, Libras are very good at giving to others. You are the people pleasers of the zodiac. You are the lovers. You are the relationship people. So what you're going to try to do, like you always do, is be one of those people that is overgiving. This week, Spirit is asking you to project that back to yourself, to give yourself back that self-love. It's very important that you do that for yourself this week, okay? This Nine of Wands, why is, ooh, that one folded right smack in half. Why is the Nine of Wands here over the moon? Why is the Nine of Wands here over the moon? Please and thank you. Oh my gosh. Again, it's talking about an ending, guys. It's the Eight of Swords. It's talking about an ending, a severance. And it's funny because both of these cards have the word severance on them. Both of these cards, there's no return. It says no return. There's severance there. So someone is thinking about endings. And again, it could be a relationship, a marriage. It could be a job even, since they're talking about both money and love here, romance. So it could be either or. If it's not you, then somebody that you're close to or know is going to go through an ending. Why is this ending being announced so much? What is the deal with this ending? What do you need for us to know? The financial difficulties. Look at that. Again, I wish this lighting was better today, but it's not, so I'm just going to roll with it. But it literally says financial difficulties. So it's going to take. So I'm not going to say that you're not going to be burdened for it or that you're not going to feel. So I cannot diminish whatever it is you're going through. You're going through it, okay? Forewarned is forearmed, like I said before. So just grin and bear just a little bit, okay? Anything else you want to tell us of these financial issues, please? Anything else you'd like to tell us about the financial issues, please? Please and thank you. Again, look, you got the Three of Cups. Something is going to happen. Something's going to happen with all these things that turned around. I don't know how, because I'm not God. But God has a way of making and producing miracles right at the moment when you need them, okay? So something will turn all of this around. Why is the Eight of Swords, why is this test with the Two of Cups and the Lovers? because it's a maybe. The outcome is uncertain. You may end up with a significant other, you may not. That all depends. Why is it uncertain, Spirit? Why is this relationship uncertain? Because if there is fighting, if you have been with someone now or in the past and there's been a lot of fighting, bickering, etc., that's what's going to be the deciding factor. If it continues in that same direction, this relationship will go nowhere. If, however, you decide that you're going to approach the situation in a different manner this time around, and it doesn't matter whether you've known this person for a month, a year, etc. What matters is this time around, what are you going to do different? Are you going to handle it differently? Are you going to look at this person and say, okay, yesterday was past already. It has already passed. What are we going to do from this point forward? Are we going to change anything? Is something going to change? And do I need to contribute to the change? And if I do need to contribute to the change, what do I need to do? See, because the thing is, I can look down at these cards and I can see that twice over the Two of Cups has come out, where maybe one relationship is ending and another one is starting, or a relationship in the past that was ended, has ended, is trying to revive itself. We can only control what we do, right? If we've been trying to control lovers, husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, or possible significant others, or even children, we can only control ourselves. And when I'm saying controlling, I'm talking about adults. We can't control other people. We cannot dictate what they're going to do and what they're not going to do. We can only do what we do because we're in charge of us, right? We're the ones that are in charge of ourselves. So again, if there's been bickering and fighting in the past in this relationship, possibly take a step back when it starts happening. Maybe don't contribute to that. Do you see? Mercury retrograde can be felt a week before and a week after. So just take a step back when it starts happening. You're going to be able to notice. Take a deep breath, count, whatever you have to do to get through it. And also decide. This would be a good time to decide. Are you wanting this relationship to go forward, or you don't care? If you don't care, then that's okay. But if you want this to change or to go forward this time around, something different is going to have to be done on your part. Not saying that you're the only one that needs to change. Please don't take it that way. I would never tell you that. Especially if you've been dealing with somebody difficult to deal with, to work with. However, if you want a change to occur, sometimes that change will happen when you first show that you're different. Because then that person, that's a cue to that person to also behave in a different way, to take things in a different light. Okay? So again, if there's going to be fighting, it's going to be like somebody comes in the front door and leaves through the back right away. So be careful. Yeah. This person can be a friend. For sure, it's a man. For a lot of you, it's going to be a man that's trying to come back into your life or trying to stay in your life. Anything else you'd like to tell us about this man, please and thank you. Anything else you'd like to tell us? It's either the King of Swords, because that's what it is. This is the King of Swords. It's either the King of Swords, which is another air sign, or is someone that has a lot of characteristics of the King of Swords. Okay? And we all know that the Queen of Swords is a little different than the King of Swords. The Queen of Swords will listen to you, but don't lie to her. She's going to chop your head off. But the King of Swords is a very no-nonsense type of person that thinks and thinks and thinks. More logic than anything else. And if whatever you're telling this king doesn't make sense, they're going to chop your head off instantly. So just keep that in mind. Anything else you want to tell us about this King of Swords energy, please? And again, it could be a man or a woman, but it looks like for a lot of you, it's going to be a man that's trying to come back. King of Swords. What else can you tell us about this King of Swords? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Very stubborn. This person's very stubborn. Oh my God. Whew. And they've been betrayed before. Very stubborn. So the Two of Swords had already come out, guys. Just want to show it to you together. The Two of Swords had already come out before. So I'm going to say this because this is the way the cards are coming out. Now I'm just the oracle, so be careful. It looks like you both can be stubborn, maybe at different times, maybe in different ways. Maybe you don't like to budge, maybe they don't like to budge. Be careful. Now, if you don't want this person back, then oh well, it's okay. Why is this person coming in stubborn, please? Why is the King of Swords coming in stubborn? Money and growth are very important to this person. Money and growth. What does the money and growth have to do with anything, please, where the King of Swords is concerned? Family is very important to this person. Interesting. What else can you tell us about this King of Swords, please, and thank you? They seem to want to talk about the King of Swords, which is a good thing. They've been hurt. I told you. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. So that means that they've had losses, that they've had a lot of problems in the past, and they don't want to go through that anymore. They don't want to fight with anybody. They don't want to bicker with anybody. They don't want to argue with anybody. And they will become very stubborn and obstinate if you show any of that to them, okay? Let's move on to this Devil card and this 9 of Coins. Why is the Devil card here in the 9 of Coins, please? Why is the Devil card here in the 9 of Coins, please? Ooh. I'm telling you, Ace of Coins. I don't know if you can see that. It's the Ace of Coins. So again, when you do start working again, you're going to tend to be driven and in full throttle. You're going to go, go, go. You're not going to just sit back. You're going to want to push this energy of money making to your favor. Here's the King of Wands. So you did end up with the King of Wands twice at the beginning and now at the end of the reading, or should I say at the end of this portion of the reading. So use the King of Wands energy, because that King of Wands energy, whew, it is going to push you forward. All right. Now, again, that's a good thing and a bad thing. I want you to temper yourself because I don't want you to end up being sickly or anything like that. Okay, anything else that you can tell us that is hidden that we need to know right now at this time for this reading? Anything that you can tell us? Oh my God. It says card number 43, and this is the Gypsy Witch Tarot, in case you can see this, in case you know of it. This one says lightning denotes surprise, disagreeable, in accordance to distance. So you might hear something that is not going to be to your liking this week. Just be forewarned. Anything else you'd like to tell us in reference to hidden things? But you do have loyal people. Look at that. You know what I'm going to say, because they're just telling me, they're clarifying what this surprise is. They're saying you are going to think that this surprise is going to be very disagreeable, that you're not going to want, but look, it turns into somebody that's very loyal and loving. So don't start over analyzing something before it has the opportunity to show you what it really is. Okay? I didn't turn the AC on, and OMG, am I sweating in here. So I'm going to your luck will help a lot. Messages that quicker and easier. Anything else that you'd like to tell us, please? And this is called the palmistry deck, okay? I know some of y'all like to know which decks we're using. If I have the box or know the name, I'm glad to let you know. The other one is called Tarot Original 1909, okay? Could you give us some advice? 2-minute card, Spirit. Can you give us some advice for the Libra, please? Advice for the Libra so they can get through this week coming. Advice for the Libra, please, and thank you. 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 Oh, you got 2 cards. Oh my gosh, you got the Hangman. Hangman was here before, so I'm going to show you just so that you know I'm not making up things. So here you have the Hangman there. But that was, pardon me, that was in reference to relationships, okay? This is a luck line. It says the mysterious cross, your intuition is so sharp that it can be called spiritual, and you will have a great preference for spiritual things at this time. It is also a precious shape, and it is because it's in the shape of a cross. Your second card was the Five of Swords for your career line. Star level was only 1. Sorry about that. At some point in your life, your work will hit a slump. Told you, all these cards will all clarify each other. We'll hit a slump. However, it's exactly an opportunity for you to take rest, regain your strength, and start anew. So again, it is telling you this too shall pass. It's not the greatest of energies that you're in right now, but it will pass. I'm going to take one more card. All right. Spirit, we want to know, where does our luck lie at this time? We've already seen all the luck that isn't in sync with each other because of the planetary alignments right now and retrogrades, especially Saturn. But what we want to know is, where does our luck lie? What can we incorporate on at this time? Where does our luck lie? Please and thank you. Okay. All right. King of Ariel. I don't know which one this is. This is, your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. So see how everything is tying into each other. So I'm going to take the 8 of Raphael too. So things will start unfolding in a negative way, but then they're going to right themselves. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. So go within. When all of this is occurring, go within. Find out where you can make those changes. Be patient with yourself. Be good to yourself. Rest when you can. And I know when you have worries, that's easier said than done. I totally get that. But this too is going to pass. So what I've learned in life, dear, is that it doesn't matter how much you fret. It doesn't matter how much you wring your hands out, or how nervous you get yourself, or how upset you get yourself when things are not going the way that you need them to. It doesn't help, and you're hurting your good health. So instead, use that time for a quality sitting, if you will, one-on-one with God, one-on-one with your guardian angels, one-on-one with the archangels of the holy light. Talk to them. Ask them for the path to be revealed to you, and for any blockages to dissolve. If you need a reading, reach out to me in the comments. I do read my comments. My Candly is not set up yet. It will be in less than a month, but at this time it is not. However, if you need a one-on-one reading, just let me know in the comments and I will send you my email. Now, again, using this time to go within, especially where this relationship is concerned that's trying to come back in. How can you contribute in a positive way? How can you ensure that the energy is positive, that comes out of you? Well, again, as I just finished telling you, how have you reacted to this person in the past, and has it helped you? And if it hasn't, don't go that same route. Change things up. Change yourself. Make different decisions where this person is concerned. This person has already had a lot of fighting and disappointments in their life. They don't want that. So if you see possibly that they get angry right away, or that they start being bitter towards you. It's not even you that they're reacting to, unless you and this person have had headbutting, really bad headbutting in the past. And if it's not that, then it's their past relationship or relationships that they've experienced, and they do not care to repeat that. So just be very careful when it comes to this person. If you want them in your life, even as a friend, be friendly and be open and inviting so that they also can change their character towards you. As far as the monies are concerned, I do see the issues here very strongly, but I also see twice over the Ace of Swords. So you're going to get past this. I see the Ace of Wands as well. You're going to get past this. The Ace, the Two of Cups is coming out twice. So whether that's just simply in relationships, or if that's also talking about a future job or your job that you currently have, things will start straightening out. It may take a minute, but they are going to straighten out for you, Libra. This too shall pass. I'm not going to tell you it's not going to test you. It definitely is. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Until we meet again, my friends, I wish that this was a better reading. If I can come back on later today, I will do just a reading on love and anything else that Spirit would like to share. But if I don't come on today, then I will see you again in the middle of this week so that we can see if that energy is changing. And again, don't take a reading in if it doesn't fit you. Only accept the reading if it's talking to you and you know you're going through all of these things currently. Another thing I want to say is if you have certain placements in your chart, in your birth chart, you might be going through this, okay? The alignment of Saturn, the alignment of Mercury may not work in your favor at this time, depending on your personal chart. There are free apps out there where you can check your birth chart so you can see if these retrogrades are affecting you and why. So with that, my friends, I forgot that with the live, I shouldn't have, the camera so far away from me because I can't just turn it off. So please forgive me for being rude. I will get up in front of you so I can close down this live. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here with me, and I will be here more and more frequently and regularly with you. Thank you, my beautiful, gorgeous Libras. May you be blessed and keep safe. And let me know in the comments if you're going through any of this. And again, if I can find that free app for you, I'll place it in the description, so check there as well. Love and light to you guys. Bye.